In this video, I'll be counting down the top 10 best California cities over 100K population. If you missed the video where we counted down the top 10 best California cities under 100K population, be sure to check that out after the video. I'll leave a card at the end that'll give you direct access to that. But for now, let's get into this top 10 from a native Californian's perspective. Coming in at number 10, we have Riverside, California. There's a lot to like about this city of 317,000 people. Riverside's downtown is impressive. UCR Arts Museum, Riverside Arts Museum, the Center of Chicano Arts and Culture, and the Mission Inn Museum offer a lot to see within the arts and culture spaces. The Mission Inn Museum is located in the Mission Inn Hotel and Spa, a gorgeous Spanish Revival building built in 1876, and it stands out as a must-visit attraction in the city. Downtown Riverside's food selection is also a high point. The Riverside Food Lab is always busy, with SoCal staples such as Monty's Good Burger and Bricks and Birch Pizza setting up shop inside, among many others. Riverside has plenty of local coffee shops downtown as well, in Arcade Downtown and Rad Coffee. Riverside's Amtrak station is about 5 square blocks off of downtown, which would be pretty convenient if you didn't have to cross a highway to get there. Riverside has an excellent parks and rec system. Mount Rubidoux is a hikeable mountain walking distance from downtown, offering spectacular panoramic views. Nearby Fairmount Park is a highlight too, as it's home to Lake Evans, a rose garden, even more hiking and walking paths. And there are many, many more parks within city limits, especially nearby UC Riverside, the city's largest college by enrollment, with a little over 26,000 students currently enrolled as of 2023. UC Riverside is a great campus to walk around on, and while it doesn't have much of a college town vibe to it due to its commuter school status, it's a nice place to walk around and enjoy the foothill views and unique and totally not creepy bronze mascot statues. All joking aside, Riverside is a great fit for number 10 on this top 10 list, but like many large California cities, its crime rates are its biggest fault. Still a top 10 city in California over 100K population. Coming in at number 9 is Thousand Oaks, California. At a population of around 125,000 residents, Thousand Oaks is one of about 5 suburban big cities on this list. Thousand Oaks has all the makings of a decent suburban California city. There's not much of a typical downtown here, but I'd be lying if I said there weren't downtown-like parts, most notably the part of town east of Westlake Boulevard. There's a ton of high-quality shopping and dining choices that you wouldn't expect in a city of its size, which I think is a huge asset for the city. The Westlake Plaza and Center is a thoughtfully designed space for locals and visitors, offering local and larger shops and restaurants. Same could be said about the nearby promenade at Westlake. Sweet Green, Equinox, Sinopolis theaters, all businesses usually seen in more notable places like Santa Monica or West Hollywood, but for some reason they're all here in Thousand Oaks. And I don't think it's any secret why. Thousand Oaks ranks 7th place, second in California, in the nation's top 10 list of wealthiest cities over 100,000 residents. That represents an annual household income of at least $191,469. Coupled with the fact that Thousand Oaks is among the safest large cities in the nation, and along with its parks, lakes, and botanical gardens, it makes it a worthy city of this top 10 list. It's just really beautiful here in Thousand Oaks. Nestled in Southern California foothills, there's no overstating just how underrated Thousand Oaks is. And for people looking for a safe place with big city amenities away from the hustle and bustle of a larger metro area, Thousand Oaks is just kind of perfect. Just don't expect any apartment rentals or light rail stops. If Thousand Oaks had either of those, or a real downtown of any kind, it could easily be slotted in the top 5 on this list. Coming in at number 8 is Irvine, California, located in Orange County. The only Orange County city on this list, and kind of for good reason. For people who don't live in Southern California, Orange County can best be described as a corroboration of really, really exclusive and touristy beach towns, with a mix of rundown small towns mixed in with high-tech suburbs further inland, with the state's biggest mouse-themed tax incentive theme park thrown in there somewhere, and a mix of second-rate sports clubs. Sorry, Shohei. Irvine fits best in the high-tech suburb part of that wild description, but for what it does, it's pretty good at it. And it's kind of hard not to be in awe of what it has going on over there. There's UC Irvine, maybe one of the ugliest looking yet best designed universities in all of the United States. Like I said, how can you not be enthralled with this? Of course, I'm mostly kidding. Keyword, mostly. Is it a sin putting cities with no actual downtown on a list like this? Let me know down in the comment section below. I think Irvine's highlights are in the convenience department. It never takes longer than 15 minutes to get anywhere in this city, which is not something that can be said about our next city on this list. Oh boy. And the businesses and attractions that Irvine does offer are actually worth a spot on this list. Its park system is actually quite extensive. The aptly named Great Park has more baseball diamonds, soccer fields, and tennis/pickleball courts than it has any reason to have. I mean, it is the 13th biggest city in the state, yet it's not nearly talked about on a national scale as much as it should be. Along with its extensive park system, hiking can be found here. Irvine actually has a lot of trails, most of which lead into the Loma Ridge Wilderness area within city limits. Irvine is also home to the San Joaquin Marsh and Wildlife Sanctuary, covering 300 acres of land with 12 miles of trails and 200 plus bird species to be seen. But if I listed all of Irvine's parks, lakes, and green spaces, we'd be here a while, which is actually saying something when the city has 2 interstates and 5 plus state highways running through it. The city is about a third of the way from Los Angeles to San Diego, so often people are driving right through Irvine. But the city has a lot to offer besides the nature. The western end of Irvine is basically a huge business park hodgepodge, and it's situated on the border of the county's John Wayne International Airport. Of course, with that comes a lot of hotels and kind of boring-looking business blocks, but in recent years the city has been developing some more modern takes, such as this collection on the cross street of Jamboree Road and Mickelson Drive. It's always a popular spot when I'm visiting. Who would have thought a place where people can live, work, and eat all within walking distance would be such a great idea? Quite the foreign concept in Orange County, but it looks to be heading in the right direction, hopefully. Irvine's biggest draw for families is the fact that for the 18th year in a row, Irvine has earned the title of America's safest city of its size for violent crime when compared to other cities with a population of 250,000 people or more. Irvine is constantly ranked on various rankings for safest city in America, and that's definitely a huge draw. Overall, Irvine has a lot to like, and it's kind of a sleeper pick on this list. But on to number 7. In one of the biggest 180s from Irvine, the city of Los Angeles is number 7 on this list. Kind of a controversial pick on this list, to be sure, but were you really expecting this contradictory city not to be on a list like this? I say contradictory because if you're not from LA or don't live there, you probably have this idea about Los Angeles being this nightmare place where people care more about $19 smoothies than, well, anything else more important. And it's kind of true. Traffic is a nightmare. It's wildly overpopulated for its ever-aging infrastructure. Crime is pretty high, though not nearly as high as people think for a city of its size. Homelessness is ever present, and the cost of living is kind of unspeakable. It's funny because when I make a list about the 10 worst cities in California, LA is definitely going on that list. Probably around number 7 too. But at the same time, LA is kind of great in some ways. Like, it's kind of too big to fail. While everything I just mentioned is true, there's some parts of LA that totally pick it up off the dirty ground, dust off its shoulders, and make it one of the top big cities in the nation. When the city isn't burning down its highways or ignoring the need for a subway, ironically, the city actually has some charming neighborhoods that make up Los Angeles. Los Angeles is a city of neighborhoods, some of which are actually great enough to propel Los Angeles to this list. Neighborhoods such as Larchmont Village and Highland Park are diverse in their population and their culinary offerings. These are places where local provisioners and dining establishments thrive, and where some of the best food in the city can be found. Venice is also a highlight. Not the tourist trap part along the beach where they filmed Barbie. I'm more talking about Abbot Kinney Boulevard, if you're familiar with the area. If not, well, just take a look at it. The place is kind of stacked. It's got everything you'd want, besides, I guess, affordable housing. Like I said, contradictory. Also, underrated places like Los Feliz, Eagle Rock, and the Arts District are all worthy inclusions. You really have to look for the beauty in Los Angeles, which is why I can see visitors having a sort of Paris syndrome when visiting it, as the neighborhood of Hollywood is kind of the biggest catfish out there. And this goes without saying, the city is home to some of the best museums and parks in the nation, but maybe some of the worst public transit systems of any city in comparable size. Like I said, contradictory. That's LA, but it's number 7 on this list. Number 6 is the city of Ventura, California. Ventura has a population of around 109,000 people and is situated in, you guessed it, Ventura County, California. Ventura is a great place to visit, or even live if you're a beach or ocean lover. Highway 101 runs right between the coast and downtown, and Amtrak stops mere feet from the water. There are plenty of city and state parks and beaches in Ventura for use by anyone from surfers, families, to even fishermen, so there's really enough coastline to go around. About a quarter mile from the coast is downtown Ventura. A bit touristy, but home to some great local shopping and dining. I remember from 2020 to the last time I was there in 2022, Ventura had blocked off its downtown to cars. As a matter of fact, that car-free downtown permit recently got extended, making downtown an exceptional experience for pedestrian visitors. A notable notable attraction on the west end of downtown is the Mission San Buenaventura, a Spanish mission founded by the Order of Friars Minor on March 31st, 1782, and it was the 9th Spanish mission established in Alta California, which is what California used to be known as when it was a province of New Spain. Another fun fact about downtown Ventura is that the US's most famous outdoor wear company, Patagonia, is headquartered there, and has a company store accessible to the public at HQ as well. So that's a pretty nice perk of being in town, if you're into that sort of thing. Overall, Ventura has something for everyone, especially those into the outdoors and the beachy coastal Southern California activities. Kicking off the top 5 is Temecula, California. Temecula is a city of 111,000 residents nestled within a valley between the foothills and mountains of southern Riverside County. Temecula Valley is widely known for being the premier wine-growing grounds in Southern California, with over 50 wineries populating the region's rolling hills and sprawling valleys, mostly east of Butterfield Stage Road. Old Town Temecula has to be one of, if not the most charming and lively downtowns of any city of its size in California. Old Town is known for its quaint artisan shops and live music venues, but most notably its excellent dining scene. Temecula's dining choices put other California suburbs to shame, and Old Town is the hotspot, with standout favorites like 1909 Temecula, the Goat and Vine, Small Barn Old Town, and the Gambling Cowboy. Old Town's cafe and coffee shop scene is an asset as well, with great options in Eat Marketplace, La Coffee Shop, and the Press Espresso. Old Town is home to a ton of bars and speakeasies too, but I'm not supposed to talk about those. They're secret. So I highly encourage you to do your own research on those as well. Temecula is a safe city, but it's home to swaths of suburban stroads which can be dangerous to cross, especially at night when the speeds are high and people are more likely to run red lights. Temecula's parks and rec are top-notch. Ronald Reagan Sports Park offers a ton of green space and sporting facilities, including one of SoCal's only roller hockey rinks. And as you can see here, Temecula does a great job of weaving trails and parks throughout its suburban landscape. Overall, Temecula is a top 3 suburb in California, and whether you're wanting to visit for the Old Town scene or live there, it's a city that's got just about everything. Next thing they need is a rail connector to San Diego and Orange County. If they had that, Temecula would be a force to be reckoned with, but for now, it sits comfortably at number 5. Here's where we start to get into the heavy hitters on this top 10 list. And coming in at number 4, we have San Jose, California. Statistically and geographically, San Jose is an interesting case. It's the 3rd biggest city in the state with an estimated 2023 population of around 970,000 residents, which actually puts it in a dead tie for number 10 in the top 10 biggest cities in the US, jostling with Austin, Texas, and Jacksonville, Florida. In 2020, it actually had a little over 1 million residents, but has since declined from that peak. But that's not to take away from San Jose. It's an overall great city located in the Bay Area, Santa Clara County, but it is expensive, with a median home price of $1.2 million in October 2023. This is likely due to its geographical position, located in the sweet spot of Silicon Valley. San Jose and its suburbs make up Silicon Valley, with the likes of Santa Clara, Cupertino, Mountain View, Sunnyvale, and Los Gatos being home to tech giants such as Netflix, Apple, Google, and many, many more. This really is the driving force behind the cost of living here. But San Jose itself certainly stacks up to the suburbs in terms of importance, amenities, and attractions. Focusing in on the downtown core, San Jose State University is one of the only universities located within its city's downtown, with Los Angeles, San Diego, and San Francisco all lacking major universities within their downtowns. Fun fact. And while San Jose State is small in area, its enrollment and sports programs are anything but, making San Jose State a great, dense, urban college to walk around or even catch a Division I sporting event on. San Jose has a small but impressive downtown core as a whole, with many plazas, parks, and even extensive river walks following the Guadalupe River. Just north of West Santa Clara Street is where the downtown food scene shines, with many highly rated bars, restaurants, coffee shops, and even a food hall densely packed within a developing and densifying block of downtown. Of course, as with any top 10 largest city in the US, there are plenty of museums and entertainment venues to be explored here too. Too many to list on this top 10, but I feel like it's always important to highlight the sporting venues. SAP Center on the west side of downtown is home to the San Jose Sharks of the NHL, and PayPal Park of the northwest side is home to the San Jose Earthquakes of the MLS. And also a kinda San Jose sports team is up north, the confusingly named San Francisco 49ers of the NFL, who play in Levi's Stadium in what is technically Santa Clara, an aforementioned San Jose suburb. but definitely nowhere near the city of San Francisco, and I can't not talk about San Jose's exceptional public transit network. Not only do they have an Amtrak stop walking distance from the SAP Center, PayPal Park, and downtown, but they even have their own light rail network, which you just have to love. Overall, San Jose is expensive, but it's not without the amenities to back it up. And I didn't even mention Santana Row, San Jose's world-class upscale outdoor collection of shops, bars, and restaurants. But at this point, we have to move on to our top 3. Kicking off the top 3 is the city of San Francisco, California. Maybe a controversial pick to even be on this list, let alone in the top 3 best cities in California over 100K people. Anyone who tells you San Francisco isn't still a world-class city in 2023 is lying to you. Does its homeless population, downtown vacancies, crime rate, and overall political unrest weigh it down a bit? Of course. And all those things definitely need to be addressed moving further into the 21st century, or else San Francisco is in a lot of trouble. But this is a city that has gone through a lot of hardships throughout its history, whether ecological or otherwise. But to define San Francisco by its lowest parts is unfair. So here are some of the highlights to make San Francisco California's 3rd best city over 100K people. Geologically, San Francisco is fascinating. The topography of the peninsular city offers visitors and residents some amazing activities, such as Mile Rock Beach, Ocean Beach, and the Presidio of San Francisco, the latter of which is probably my favorite place to catch views of the San Francisco Bay, the Golden Gate Bridge, and the Marin Headlands. There's so much to do and see in this national recreation area, and it's not even San Francisco's most visited or iconic park. The Walt Disney Family Museum is located here, which features exhibits on the life and legacy of Walt Disney, and next door is the headquarters of Lucasfilm, which I probably don't need to fill you in on at this point. Nearby Golden Gate Park is full of recreation as well, and is known as San Francisco's little brother to New York City's Central Park due to both of their rectangular shapes. The city is also home to 2 of the most iconic teams in sports, in the Golden State Warriors of the NBA and the San Francisco Giants of the MLB, playing at Chase Center and Oracle Park, respectively. Speaking of Oracle Park, it's widely agreed to be the best ballpark in the nation, not only because of its game day food and amenities, but because of its location, as it's located in the heart of downtown and right on the bay, leading to a design with the stands being cut off due to the peculiar positioning. How many major league stadiums are there where you can hit a home run into the water? Only one. Speaking of the heart of downtown, Union Square, Nob Hill, and the Embarcadero are always bustling with people going about their daily lives and even tourists just visiting. San Francisco is not Zombieland. According to San Francisco Travel, 21.9 million visitors visited the city in 2022, spending a whopping $7.4 billion. That's more than doubled in 2021. It's a city of immense character and growth, both of which can be found in the Haight-Ashbury neighborhood. The diversity in people, cuisine, and culture here rivals New York City, and you can pretty much do and see everything you can in other big cities, with its countless concert venues, world-class eateries, shopping destinations, and quirky oddities. Alcatraz Island is an oddity that comes to mind when thinking of San Francisco, and this place is anything but a tourist trap. The island and prison has a rich history, from being home to famous gang bosses, great escapes, native takeovers, and not to mention incredible scenery. And of course, San Francisco has plenty of well-designed and thorough public transit options, including bus lines, subways, light rail, and even its airport is directly connected via light rail. That's something that cities like LA and San Diego can't even boast about. San Francisco is a top 3 big city in California, and I haven't even scratched the surface about everything great about it. So next time someone tells you San Francisco sucks, send them to Fresno. The runner-up on this top 10 list at number 2 is Pasadena, California. Population 135,732 people. Pasadena, nestled in the San Gabriel Valley of Southern California, stands out as a fantastic city, both to live and to visit. Renowned for its charming blend of historic elegance and modern vibrancy, Pasadena attracts residents and tourists alike with its diverse attractions and unique cultural offerings. One of the city's defining features is the iconic Rose Bowl, a historic stadium that hosts not only the annual Rose Bowl game, but also a myriad of events, concerts, and flea markets throughout the year. The lush and expansive grounds surrounding the Rose Bowl provide a picturesque backdrop for recreational activities, making it a hub for both sports enthusiasts and those seeking a relaxing outdoor experience. Beyond its sports and recreational offerings, Pasadena boasts a thriving cultural scene. The city is home to world-class museums such as the Norton Simon Museum, which showcases an impressive collection of European and Asian art spanning centuries. Additionally, the annual Tournament of Roses parade held on New Year's Day is a beloved tradition that attracts spectators from around the globe. Pasadena's commitment to preserving its architectural heritage is evident in its historic neighborhoods, lined with stately craftsmen and Victorian homes. This dedication to maintaining the city's historical charm contributes to the overall appeal of Pasadena as a desirable place to call home. The city's strategic location further enhances its attractiveness. Situated near Los Angeles, Pasadena provides easy access to the diverse cultural and entertainment offerings of the larger metropolis while maintaining its distinct identity. The Mediterranean climate, with its mild winters and warm summers, adds to the allure, creating an inviting atmosphere year-round. Whether strolling through the picturesque Old Town, enjoying the blooming botanical gardens, or attending one of the city's numerous cultural events, Pasadena is truly an exceptional city to live in and explore. And at number 1, you all guessed it, it's San Diego, California, the state's second and the nation's 8th most populous city, at 1.83 million estimated residents. San Diego stands out as the premier city in California for a myriad of reasons, making it an unparalleled destination for residents and visitors alike. Firstly, its climate sets it apart from other cities in the state, and especially the country. With mild temperatures throughout the year, the city enjoys an enviable climate, providing the perfect balance between warm, sunny days and cool, refreshing nights. This climate not only contributes to a relaxed and enjoyable lifestyle, but also allows for a plethora of outdoor activities, from surfing on the Pacific shores to hiking in the nearby mountains. San Diego boasts a rich cultural tapestry that appeals to a diverse population. The city is home to a vibrant art scene, featuring world-class museums, theaters, and galleries. Balboa Park, a cultural oasis in the heart of the city, houses numerous museums, gardens, and the renowned San Diego Zoo. Additionally, the Gaslamp Quarter downtown offers a dynamic nightlife with an array of restaurants, bars, and entertainment venues. Most notably Petco Park, right in the heart of downtown. The city's commitment to diversity is reflected in its numerous cultural events and festivals, fostering a sense of inclusivity and unity among its residents. San Diego's economic vitality and job market contribute significantly to the appeal. The city is a hub for innovation with a strong presence in technology, biotech, and defense industries. Its strategic location along the U.S.-Mexico border enhances international trade and business opportunities. In essence, San Diego's unique combination of climate, culture, and economic opportunities solidifies its status as the best city in California. But let me know what you think of all these cities down in the comment section down below. Did I miss any of your favorite California cities over 100K population? Are you glad I included one of your favorites? I'd like to see everyone's take on this down in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video from Town, City, State.